You all might have noticed that there is something exceedingly creepy about Ochkanatlan. But the weird and freaky extends beyond the ruined ancient dragon city, and I have to warn you not to trust anyone you talk to in Natlan, because some serious manipulation has been going on behind the scenes. This is the Unlikely Genshin Gamer, and because my mind is buzzing with all the new info and theories revealed in the strange city of Ochkanatlan, you all are going to get my thoughts in short, more frequent bursts. This is part 1 of a series of videos about the city itself, the Dragon Lords Ixel and Ahau, the hybrid Dragon King Ochkan, and his highly intelligent, scheming father, the Sage of the Stolen Flame. Let me start by addressing the line in the thumbnail which has me so excited. There is a dragon hiding amongst the inhabitants of Natlan, carefully pulling strings, seemingly to bring about a devastating cleansing so that he can start Natlan over from scratch. At least his son Ochkan implied as much when he took the Jade of Return from us. This dragon is looking to restore dragonkind to again be the apex rulers that they once were, and most importantly, to completely stamp out the abyss, because no one, absolutely no one in their right mind likes the damned abyss. And this isn't even a theory, it's basically proven. I'm probably the last person you all are hearing this from, in fact, but I'm going to say it anyway. If you have played the World Quest in version 5.0, like Between Pledge and Forgettance and Shadows of the Mountains, then you've met him at least 3 times already. And I'm almost certain he was deceiving the captain as well in 5.1 about what the secret source device that he and Auroron were fiddling with would do. But I'll get into that a bit more in a minute. The question is, who on earth is this mysterious dragon, and where is the proof that he's been slinking around Natlan unnoticed? I'm talking about Waxaklahun Ubah, also known as the Sage of the Stolen Flame and the wisest of dragons. We first learn of him as we embark on the quest to save the little Tepetlasaur from the fate worse than death that is the destiny of those marked by the Flame Lord. He was a progressive thinking dragon who was disgusted with how dragonkind was falling apart because of their blind worship of Shiakoto, the Pyro Sovereign. He then began to scheme and set in motion plans that would turn the natural order of things upside down. Plans that included having a half-dragon, half-human child. He named the child Ochkan and looked for him to inherit the dragon's strength and the human's plot armor so that he could ascend above them both and kill Shiakoto, take the Pyro authority from him, and then ascend to become a different kind of Archon altogether. In that way, he'd possibly have enough power to stamp out the abyss. Can you imagine a dragon with a gnosis and their elemental authority? The dragons were exceedingly, and I mean exceedingly, powerful and technologically advanced. It's a scary combination. But Ochkan, who did not inherit his father's sympathy for dragonkind, realized humanity wouldn't stand a chance if they regained their power, and he was ready to make the dragons extinct to stop that from happening. Even Saurians. He hated them that much. His own dragon side was just as disgusting to him. He would even have himself routinely bled to try diluting his heated dragon blood, which of course didn't work. His hatred of that side of himself was astonishingly toxic. Instead, he put every last ounce of faith in a human and his human side, even as he went completely mad. And thus, Xbalanque ended up taking the Pyro authority instead and becoming a human Archon. But what's really interesting about this whole thing is that when the sage, Waxaklahun Ubah, realized his disappointment of a son had thrown his lot in with the humans, he started a different plan, and we don't fully understand what it is yet. The dragons apparently had the ability to change their appearance quite easily, according to Ixel, Ahau's colleague, who we find imprisoned at the bottom of a mysterious chasm. Switching between the guise of a mortal human or a dragon lord at will was not hard. And at the end of the Ochkanatlan main quest with Bona the ghost, the sage tells our little Tapetlasaur that he has met him before, more than once, because it is easy for him to disguise himself using the souls around that Ochkan has killed in his madness. And when he said that, a mystery from just a little earlier was made clear. Remember these three? Or, more importantly, these two. T2, the storyteller who helped us re-establish the shadow pins, and Legba, the guy who got annoyed with us for messing with the Wayab artifact. Nice guys, right? Except they're dead. Been dead for nearly 500 years apparently. See here, they said the Pyro Archon sacrificed herself to the sacred flame 10 years ago to help in the fight against the Abyss. That makes this conversation at least 490 years old. I bet you're starting to see where this is going, right? Then we have Manku, the guy who intercepted us to try to take the little Tapetlasaur away in the very beginning, who professes to being an expert on the sage, even knowing his inner thoughts and regrets somehow. He has the same name as the master craftsman from hundreds of years ago, who helped Ochkan with certain projects before being badly disfigured in a fire. Genshin doesn't actually reuse names, except deliberately. Don't believe me? Why don't you go and talk to T2 after the fact and see what he has to say about you seeing him in Ochkanatlan. With all this info, this knowledge that an ancient sneaky dragon can disguise himself as anyone and is invested in either getting the little buddy up to the mountain with the golden treaty, and that this same wisest of dragons seeks to eradicate the abyss at all costs, it occurred to me that he could also be partly responsible for providing the captain with the information about the source mechanism, as I said earlier. Neither the captain or Mawika knew the people who this unexpected info came from. She was pretty surprised, in fact, that she had missed such key personnel. It's been shown that the humans of Natlan know precious little about the inner workings of the dragon's technology. So how did they find such experts in the field? Maybe a little birdie told the sage that the captain was interested in annihilating the abyss by all means as well. And he has never liked the Night Kingdom or the Wayab, so erasing the Night Kingdom to get to the abyss would be like killing two birds with one stone. It doesn't even seem far-fetched at this point. The nightmare that is Ochkanatlan shows us that there is something very sinister going on in Natlan as a whole, and I'm totally here for it. I'm already working on some other videos about the other secrets we found out there, so stay tuned for those. I just needed to share this one first. As always, please remember to click the thumbs up, share and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.